first encounter or meeting, and try to be yourself. Don't worry about any things. If you make any mistakes, so don't worry, right?
Okay.
Mhm. Are you listening? Are you listening to me?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, my name is Jorge Alberto Games. I'm from Valledupar, but I study English abroad. I study in Canada and in the United States, in Miami, Florida. I study English as a second language, and in addition to this, I study Spanish and literature and specialize in Colombian literature abroad. So right now, I have a contact with the university because I need my certificate in English as a foreign language, and so I'm trying to do my best on it. What do I do? What do I do in my free time? I like going to a concert. I like reading books, and I believe to hang out with some friends, especially some relatives one, and to share a lot. And I try to learn from people too, because everybody has something to share with everybody, you know. And we are
Yeah.
not perfect. We have to learn from the human beings. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's about my life, my experience. If you have any question to ask me, so don't think it twice. Okay? So I want to know about yourself. For example, Jamie, please tell me something about your life or try
Teacher,
to introduce yourself.
teacher, the cam is not good for me.
Sorry?
La cámara no me sirve, prof.
Okay, but I'm listening to you. Don't worry, but try to turn it on. Okay?
Okay.
Jamie, hello? It's giving
Hello,
troubles.
teacher. Hello, hello.
Jamie, please
Yes.
please try to do a brief introduction about
Okay.
you.
Okay. My name is Jamie Mendoza Avila. I'm from Lorica, Córdoba. Um, I in ninth semester of in English there. I work in primary school as a teacher.
Okay.
Uh, um, my spare time, my free time, I like to go the gym. I sleep. Um,
Okay. You work out, right?
it's right.
Yeah. What do you do in your free time, Jamie?
Uh, I would like go to the gym.
Okay.
I reading. I like reading. I
Okay.
I help my daughter with homework. Uh,
Okay. You have a child.
yeah, teacher.
Okay.
Sí.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Okay,
Jamie.
teacher.
So, Alejandro,
Okay.
please introduce
Eh,
yourself.
okay. My name is Alejandro Miranda. I am from Medellin. I work as a system programmer. On my free time, I like to study. I enjoy uh, practicing many things about programming. I like ethical hacking. I like to study English. I love to study Italian. On my free time, if it's possible, I try to study Italian and English. And I like to study systems. I enjoy doing web pages. On my free time, I try to spend my time doing web pages, doing uh,
Okay.
win 32 programs, and no more. I have
Okay.
no social. I have no social part. I have not our family. I have not. I only have my computers. I have three computers, and I try to spend all my time with them.
Okay, good, good. So you are an engineer, and so after that you decided to study English. Okay, good,
Eh,
good,
Yeah.
good. Nice point, nice going. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So Adriana, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, I can hear you.
Okay, we're waiting for you to introduce yourself.
Yes, excuse me, my I can fix my camera. For the next class, I promise a solution this problem. I am chemistry teacher. I work in Anglo American school, and in this moment it's very important to study English for my job. In my free time, I like to go to the gym, read, and share time and spare time with my family.
Okay, you share with your relatives. You have a good relationship with them, I think, right?
Okay.
Okay, Adriana,
Yes,
listen. Do you like reading?
yes,
You
I
love
like very
reading?
much. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I like.
What kind of what type of what kind of books? Or
Okay.
just the newspaper?
Uh, Different kind of books. I am chemistry teacher. I like very much the science. I like the chemistry, biology, or physics. But there are other interesting title books. For example, novels. I like very much. Isabel Allende is my favorite writer.
Okay. Yeah. You surprised me with that. That's a good point of view. Thank you so much for your experience as a teacher, as a chemistry teacher, and as an English student too. So, hey, listen to me. This is the group number 9. There are only 3 students because Valentina is absent tonight. She's not connected. And so we are going to continue you three and I as a tutor. Okay? Please
Okay.
remember that my name is Jorge. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Listen, I I am sure that you watch a video about CAE. You know, it's a video, a listening video, and you had the opportunity to to listen to it because you are taking the English conversation course, right?
Right.
Yes.
So I want one of you to make a summary, about this video. But remember to synthesize it, to summarize it, okay? Because time plays an important role in this activity. So one student that summarizes the video. For example,
Okay.
Alejandro, what can you
Yes,
tell
teacher.
me?
Let me please a minute, because I take some notes, and I need
Yeah,
to see them to remember. Yeah. Let me a minute,
okay.
please. Let me a minute, please.
But you have them close to you?
I lost my Wi-Fi, and I'm taking the calling on my phone. Let me a minute. I get my
Okay, but
notes.
don't take longer, please. Adriana,
Yes, teacher.
hello.
Hello.
Listen, let me know if you have your camera on. Did you turn on your camera?
Yes, but I don't know this say the more information, but I I don't know.
Okay, okay, don't worry. Yeah. Okay, Alejandro, please synthesize the videos. Remember that it, hello, hello, buddy.
Do you hear me, teacher?
Yeah. Remember the video was about the CAE certificate in advanced English.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it takes 15 minutes. It
right.
has candidates and two examiners, an interlocutor and assessor. It has one, two, three, four, five, six topics: market on, grammatical resource, lexical resource, discourse management. The discourse management is speaks about how to organize the answers, the pronunciation, and the pronunciation. The most remarkable thing is the accent and interactive communication. Uh, if we don't prepare very well, we can take a grade of 0. It depends on the preparation of the people to take the examination.
This examination. Okay. Thank you so much, Alejandro. Jamie,
Yes,
hello.
teacher.
Jamie, listen, it's a question for you. How can you define the CAE exam? What do you understand about this exam? The definition of it. What skills did the CAE evaluate?
Uh, Please repeat, teacher.
So, um, what's the meaning for you of CAE, Certificate Advanced in English? It's
Yes.
an exam, right? But what abilities did this exam evaluate? Or what is the purpose of this exam?
Yes.
Listen, you need to, for example, how important is the speaking and listening skill in this exam? The CAE.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, think about it, Jamie. Adriana,
Yes, teacher.
what abilities are intended to be evaluated in this exam? The
Okay.
CAE.
Okay, and this exam is very important to speaking, listening, and
Speaking,
yes, listening
okay,
and writing. In writing, it's important to use the correctly grammar and use different.
okay, okay, very good. And remember that listening skill is also important. For example, you have taken the CA video maybe yesterday or 3 days ago, something like that. And so listening is very important because you have to understand the other people pronunciation and not only that, but also the accent. So yeah, those abilities are very necessary in order to be understood and understand the other people, the other partner in front of us. Speaking, listening, and comprehension are the most important skills. Okay? Please
Yes.
remember that.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah?
I have noted that people have a different accent, and it depends on the country. For example, England people is different the accent to the Australia people, and Canadian people speak different. And how can it be graded if there are so many different forms to speak?
Yeah, good question. It depends on the regions or the people develop, the people grow up. For example, in England, most of the people say, "Hi, teacher, how you doing?" Hi,
Yeah.
teacher. They say 20. They say computer. I need your computer. Yeah, but they
Yeah,
say 20. But people in
that's
the
correct.
United States and Canada, they used to say computer. They say a lot of university, 20. People in
Yeah,
England, they used to say often, often. But Americans, they say often,
yeah.
So the accent depends on the region the people is growing up, right? Good.
But
So,
it examination is prepared for American people.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But remember that the CAE exam belongs to Cambridge University, and Cambridge
Oh,
University is located in England, right?
yes,
But
yes, yes.
don't worry about the accent. The most important thing I consider is to be understood by everybody. Okay?
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
matter the region is if that person or that people is from the United States, from Canada, from Australia, from London, Manchester. So it doesn't matter. Okay?
Okay,
Good.
okay.
So I would like to
Teacher,
advise you that to keep in mind that you have to practice the quiz every week. The quiz is in Edmodo, at the
Yeah.
English conversation course. Remember that every week before this encounter, you have to watch the video and to answer it because it has a value, 10 points. Okay?
yes.
So
Yes.
I thank you to watch the video before the next encounter, right?
Right.
Good. Okay. So let's go. Thank you for your appreciation about the CAE exam. Okay. Listen. In the next step, I'm going to explain to you the dynamic of this encounter. Please pay attention. Listen. Uh, in this meeting, I'm going to keep in mind and to evaluate two important aspects. The first one is the listening quiz. So you have to take the English quiz maybe 1 week before. Remember that your tutor, Liliana Moreno, is going to send it to you to your personal email in order to give you the opportunity to listen and to answer the questions, right? 5 questions in total. Okay?
Okay.
So this quiz will have a value of 10 points. Okay? I'm going to be taxative in this case. So you have to do it because it's compulsory. So the second point I'm going to bear in mind is the interaction. The interaction as well as the quiz has a value of 10 points. Uh, what does the interaction include? Okay, listen, it is divided into the schedule. Your schedule, as this is group number 9, you have to try to stay in time, because the encounter starts at 7 p.m., right? And will finish at 8 p.m. So punctuality plays an important role in this case. And I'm going to give some points to punctuality. So in addition to this, the kind of methodology, hello? Hi, hello, are you listening to me?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
teacher.
Okay. If I'm speaking too fast, so don't worry. I will try to speak slowly, because remember, the most important thing is to be understood. That's the purpose. That's the aim. Okay. So,
Okay.
Jamie, are you okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, don't be too serious. Remember, this is a class. If we make any mistakes, don't worry. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. So, about methodology, I would like all of us to make an active participation class. Okay? I I hope you participate in the class to give your point of view. It doesn't matter if you have butterflies in your stomachs, if you're a little nervous, but try your best, to express. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake. The most important thing is to participate in the class. I don't want perfect people or perfect students here, but try to use the correct grammar, try to speak properly. If you make 1, 2, or 3 mistakes, don't worry about that. We are human beings and we can do it. So remember that each encounter has an objective. For example, the objective in our first encounter is stimulating speaking skills and encouraging confidence during the whole course about the practicing oral examination. So to make a long story short about it, so the speaking ability is one of the most important here, right? I'm not going to allow a student to speak in Spanish. Let's try to express yourself or to express ourselves in English. Okay? So,
Okay.
on the second angle, confidence. If you don't speak by yourself with property, if you don't speak on your own, you won't get confidence in yourself. So try to be yourself. Try to express as the way you understand things. Okay? Don't try to be another person. Don't try to imitate someone. Be yourself. Okay? And so
Okay.
these two components are very necessary and important to communicate: speaking and confidence. And finally, the grading. I'm gonna keep in mind the pronunciation of the student, so try to pronounce well, okay? We're not going to say, for example, it is an essay, but the correct pronunciation is essay, for example, right? You're not going to say 20 instead of 20, okay? But try to pronounce well, try to speak fluently, try to use some grammar rules, and one of the most important things is comprehension. If you don't comprehend anything, you're broke, right?
Okay.
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 Okay, so this is the dynamic we are going to follow in the encounter. First, the quiz or the quizzes, because there are 8 encounters in total. You have to take the quiz before coming to this meeting. And second one, the interaction that is based on the schedule, the methodology, the grading, and so forth. Okay, 20 points in total, 10 for the quiz and the other 10 points for the interaction. Is that clear for you?
Yes, it's
Yes,
clear.
Yes,
it's
teacher.
clear.
No questions?
Teacher, I have a question. I took the quiz the last Friday, and I got 8 of 10 points. I need to repeat it in order to get 10 points. Can I do it?
To repeat the quiz?
Yeah,
No, I
because
think it is not possible, but I can give you some extra activities, okay? where you
Okay.
can get more points. I will talk
Yeah,
about
because
them later, right?
8 points of 10 is not so good.
But don't worry because this is our first encounter. Okay?
Okay.
Don't worry
Okay.
about that. I know I noticed that you're an active student as well as Jamie and Adriana. Right now they are a little quiet, but they are paying attention to us. Right, Adriana and Jamie?
Yes,
You
Yes,
are
teacher.
teacher.
understanding everything?
Yes, everything.
Jamie, how do you feel right now?
Yes, teacher.
You feel okay? Oh, that's the idea. And Adriana,
Yes, perfect. I
hello?
feel perfect.
Adriana, let me
Yes,
know if you
teacher.
understand the
Yes,
conversation we are having right now.
yes, that's perfect. I understand the dynamic of the class.
Okay, that's the idea. We have to break the ice. So our next step is it's about the parts of the CAE exam. Who, listen, who of you remember the parts of the CAE exam? How many parts? Three, four, or five parts?
I think five.
Uh-huh. Alejandro, what do you say?
Uh, 6 parts.
Six parts. And Adriana?
I think five.
Okay. Wait a second, please. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, please. I have inconvenience here. Wait a minute. No. Hi, hello.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, I
Hello.
have convenient here with the connection. I can see the,
You want to share your screen, right?
yeah, no, maximize the screen.
You want to share the screen?
Okay, Jamie, are you listening to me?
Yes, teacher.
Alejandro? Okay, listen. The CAE exam is divided into 4 sections. Okay, I tried to use a draw about it, but it was impossible. Maybe next time. So, the first part is about personal information. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
you have to speak about yourself, maybe about your hobbies, if you practice a sport, the kind of food, etc., etc. Okay, and it
Okay.
takes about 2 minutes. Okay, that's in part one. In part two, 2 pictures or images are shown to you. So 2 students have to interact about them. The first student selected the first picture and start describing it. And after that, he or she described the second picture. So when his time is over, the second student will describe the same pictures too, the same images. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Yes.
Two picture,
Yes,
it's a
teacher.
description activities. It's a description activity where 2 images are going to be described by 2 students.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah. Uh,
Teacher, in this part, it's very important the interaction. Reading?
yes, of course. That's the second part. It
Yeah.
takes about it takes about 4 minutes too. So in the third part, you are going to another picture will be shown to you, but you have to focus on the topic and with another student because it is an interactive part. You are going to choose the image because maybe 3 or 4 images are going to be shown to you, and so you and your friend and your partner are going to decide which picture are going to select, keeping in mind the topic. The topic is associated with many other topics. For example, if you if you select a picture about sports, you have to speak about sports. But there are some there are a brainstorm. So I mean some topics around that you are going to read aloud. You know, and after that, when you participate reading the other topics about sports, you and your friend are going to get together and are going to keep in mind a conclusion, in this case about sport. Even you can choose or select a picture about food, about social life, about currency, about countries in the world. The most important thing is that you two, your friend, you two, maybe Jamie and Alejandro, and I've chosen the topic about sports, and you are going to read all the brainstorms around it, and after reading it, you are going to draw a conclusion about the topic. That is generally about part three. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a description, but it's deeply than part two. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, and the last part, it's about another maybe a diagram where you have to speak about another picture, but deeply. You have to give some reasons. You have to make to contract about them, contrasting, and you have to argumentate. You know, about these topics with a friend too, you know? So in this last part, the tutor maybe can ask some questions about that section. If you continue, so let me tell you, in part four, it's like a continuation of part three, but you have to argumentate, more to give more details. If you decided in part two, for example, to speak about sports, in part four, you have to give more details about sports. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Jamie, please tell me, what did you understand about the parts of the CAE exam? How many parts in total?
Repeat, teacher, please.
In what many parts is the CAE exam divided?
Yes.
Alejandro, how many parts?
Four parts. The first part is the personal information. The second part is an image with a partner. We
A
select an
description?
image, a description, a
Yeah.
description. And the third part is are some diagrams, and we must uh, speak about that diagrams. And in the first part, we must deep on those topics that we select in the in the last activity, in the third part of the examination. And
Okay.
I guess the most difficult part is the first part because we must argument our answers. I have a question. Those topics are prepared, or we select the topic about from the diagrams and the images?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your explanation. Adriana,
Yes, teacher.
okay. The CAE exam is divided into four parts. Please explain the first part.
Okay, in the first part, in the exam, is the personal information and explain the hobbies, the food, and, and no more. 2 minutes. In the second part, to present the picture and describe this picture and explain the characteristics, for example, the sports or different things. 4 minutes. And the third
Okay.
part, the, there are images and the students, the interaction between and explain different topics, food, social information. I don't know. And
Yeah.
and the fourth part is specific for example, give reasons, explain arguments, contrast the ideas, and the brainstorm ideas. It's
Okay. Yeah. Jamie, it's your turn. Hello, Jamie.
Jamie has got out.
Hello, Jamie. Are you there? I don't know what happened here. So, Alejandro, Adriana,
yes, teacher.
you are listening to me perfectly.
Yes,
Yes.
perfect.
Okay. Listen, in the second part, that it belongs to a description, is an interactive activity. I mean, the participation of two students is necessary. First, one student describes the two images, the two pictures, okay? And
Yes.
after
Yeah.
that, the student will do the same. But what happened? When both of you have described the images, so one student is going to talk about the other student's point of view and vice versa, okay? For example,
Okay.
Adriana described the two pictures,
Yes.
and after that, Alejandro do the same thing. But the end of this is that Alejandro is going to talk about Adriana's description, okay, or about Adriana's point of view. And Adriana, after that, will speak about Alejandro's description or opinion. Yeah, the idea is to be understood each other, to pay attention to the other student. Yeah, and that plays an important role. Yeah, to describe the pictures or the images, and after that, one student is going to talk about the point of view of the other students' point of view, and vice versa. Okay?
Okay.
Good. In part 3, many images are shown to you. You are going to choose one. You're going to speak about it. If it is sport, you are going to speak about sport. Okay? In section, and to draw a conclusion. So finally, in part 4, a brainstorm or another picture or a diagram will be shown to you. And so if the diagram is about sport or is about food or is about music, there are some details around. For example, if the topic is about sports, maybe they will give some explanations about sports. Yeah. For example, maybe they around there are some brainstorms that describes soccer or hockey or the implements to play the sports, okay, etc. And you have to draw another conclusion about it. And the difference between section number 3 and section number 4 is that the two students has the opportunity to read the description of the topic. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
For example, if the topic is about sports, there are many characteristics, maybe 8 characteristics about that sports. So each one of you has to read one characteristic, the other characteristic, you know? And after that, final a conclusion, and the tutor will ask you some questions. Okay, guys? That's the last part of the CA exam. So don't forget that you have to practice listening and speaking, and the most important thing, comprehension. You know?
Perfect.
And you need about descriptive words. For example, adjectives, you know, nouns, in order to precise the description. Okay. Good.
Teacher, in the
Hello?
yes, in the part 4 is correctly to ask the other partner different point of view?
You have to summarize. No, you have to give a general conclusion. Maybe you have about 2 minutes to speak yourself, I mean each other, and to draw the conclusion. And after that, when you have defined what kind of conclusion it is, you have to express it, to exteriorize it, you know, to the tutor. You say the topic, the conclusion is about sport. Sport, for example, is important for a person to be healthy, you know?
Yeah.
And so on, to draw the conclusion.
Teacher, I'm sorry.
Who's that, Jamie?
I'm sorry, teacher. I left electric fluids and the signal fell.
What happened to you? Did you have any problem with the connection?
Yes, teacher.
Jamie, did you understand the 4 parts of the CAE exam?
Profe,
Hello.
se escucha entrecortado. Que para acá hay lluvia, profe, y no.
Okay, don't speak Spanish, please. Okay, wait
Ok.
a minute. Okay, guys. Uh, let me know something about how did you feel about this first encounter? For example, Jamie, how do you feel
Yes.
today, tonight? Do you remember the first moment? Hello? Are you listening to me? No, Jamie. Adriana,
Yes, teacher.
in your opinion, what do you think about this first encounter? Did you learn something?
Yes, I think it's very important this class because the speaking is very important skill for my career and in the interact with the other partners, so with the teacher, the tutor is very important. I think is very important for my
Adriana.
development skill. Yes, teacher.
All right, good. Listen, maybe at the beginning of the encounter, you were a little nervous. And how do you feel right now? Did you have more? Did you get more confidence right now?
Yes, but only I have a little problem with my camera. But I hope at the next class I solution this problem. But I feel very good.
Okay. Alejandro, hello, buddy.
Hello, teacher. I feel
How do you
very,
feel right now?
I feel very good at the beginning of the encounter. I was feeling nervous, but uh, I know very something very important. You says to us, make yourself. Don't worry about yourself. Try to be normal. Don't worry if you make mistake, and that makes me more confident to be in this encounter. I guess it was a very good experience. This first encounter.
Okay. Do you have any other thing to say?
I guess that the CEA examination is something very important, but I guess it's not so easy. I guess it needs a lot of preparation because uh, I guess all those topics need to have a good vocabulary, and I'm not sure if I have so much words on my vocabulary. And that part that you said that the comprehension of the ideas of it's difficult because I don't comprehend in Spanish many times to comprehend in English.
Yeah, yeah, that's going. This is a process, you know. You will improve your comprehension step by step, practicing, watching some programs, for example, TED Talks. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great activity to improve not only listening but also comprehension. Okay, Jamie, are you
Okay.
listening to me? Jamie, hello, Adriana.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. Adriana, there are some English programs. You decide if you prefer to listen American English or British English, but I advise you, according to our contest, to listen to practice American pronunciation, okay? And
Okay.
For this, you can watch talks are very. There are several topics. You can listen to those topics. Will help you to improve your listening skill as well as your English comprehension. Listen, it's a proposal. Eh, if you want for the next encounter to surprise the group or surprise me with a tongue twister or a stanza or two stanzas of a song, you can do it. Maybe by reading or singing it, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, if you like to sing and you can surprise the group with a stanza or two stanza of an English song, you can do it. Or on the contrary, if you don't want to sing, you can read the stanza to the for the group. Okay?
Okay.
Or
Right.
if you prefer a tongue twister, you can do it. Mary Bada Bada Butter, something like that.
O-
Okay. Okay. This.
Like that. I worry about Jamie. Jamie,
Jamie is out of the call right now.
Yes.
yeah. Okay,
She
guys.
returned now.
So, mm,
The connection is a little
hey,
fast.
time is passing. Time is passing by too quickly. So don't forget to uh, watch the video, the listening video, and to take the quiz, okay? Please try to listen to it many times when you have confidence, and then when you have understood everything, you are able to answer the quiz, okay? Remember that those points are important. So in addition to this, if you practice, if you surprise the group with a song or with a tongue twister or another activity, you can accumulate or get extra points, right?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Right,
and
teacher.
I advise you to listen to some songs, to listen some talk shows on television and so forth, because that will help you to improve your pronunciation. Okay, guys, time passes quickly by, and remember that your schedule starts at 7 and finishes at 9 o'clock. Okay, thank you so
Okay.
Oh,
much. Thank you so much for your participation. I hope to see you again in our second encounter. Okay?
okay. Thank you
Okay,
to you,
bye.
teacher.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. Sleep well.